say that it is stolen.
Yeah, most of them are reported
They
in
report.
a timely manner, and the trend of being over the past that most of them are taken in some form of robbery. So yes, they are reported in a timely manner.
Commander, what would you say to persons who are saying that they feel that the police is slothful, particularly in this region? There's not enough police presence on the road for them to feel safe. What would you say to them?
For Georgetown being yes our main city, I will agree with you that we are not um, there's not enough police on the road. We need, and that's a planning in progress. As I indicated before, from January to now, we have increased our presence on the road, and there are plans afoot to further increase our presence in Georgetown because we realize that for us to tackle what is the problem in Georgetown now, which is the fear of crime, we have to have more presence to give people that assurance that police are there to to um, to deal with issues as they arise.
To deal with it? But would you say also that it is a responsibility to at least adopt certain measures to protect themselves or their life and property, even as they go about to conduct their business? And what would some of those things be?
No, yes, in the sense of no, for a crime to occur, there are three main elements, right? The disaster, which is the person or the victim, and the opportunity. Now, what you normally do is to take away that or make that opportunity as difficult as possible for the criminals. And there is where the persons need to ensure that they make that opportunity for crime as difficult as possible. Now, when we do our analysis, you find, um, surprisingly, the major, the major thing that is stolen in our robberies or larcenies in Georgetown are cell phones. Now, an average cell phone, it may seem as is something that is not as serious, but an average cell phone is between 50 to somewhere over $200,000, and that most of our robberies a cell phone will be taken, and it's an easy opportunity because most of us would have our cell phone in our hands, moving around. So that's a target. So we need, as we move around, we need to be sensitive to our surrounding. You go to the bank, you need to ensure you do your business in a safe manner, not to be um, not to be too okay visible to members to members of the public that you're walking around with cash and jewelry, because yes, that creates the opportunity.
So it's about making sure you minimize that opportunity
Opportunity, yes.
to those potential perps out there.
Yes.
However, there are those who are saying that the police also come at them and shake them down. In your division, have you had any complaints about that? And if so, how are you dealing with it? Has it been mere allegations against people that just was not fruitful when you investigated, or was there any truth to any of those? And how are you dealing with it in terms of obviously making sure that the police continues to protect and serve?
Stan, we have situations where um, it goes from investigation reveal, from as you describe as that shakedown, police are charged and placed before the court, to what you deemed as mere allegations. So we deal with it on a case by case basis, right? Based on the evidence provided. Yes, as I said, there are cases where it is so, we take the necessary actions, and there are cases where um, it's just a mere allegation.
All right. Now, one of the things that you did mention, Commander, earlier is about the fact that so many, when it comes to, as people may want to term it, the street crimes, but some they say petty crimes. But in terms of lots of the street crimes, let's look now at how successful would you say has the police been in terms of prosecuting? And I know one of the things that hampers is when a victim refuses to testify or to even press charges. Some are of the opinion that the police, once they would have arrested someone who committed an offense against their person, and especially if it is that they're found with whatever article, then the police could go along and do their but evidently the law stipulates otherwise. Care to elaborate on that for the benefit of the.
For our clear up rate, which is the our ability to charge and place persons before the court. When I looked at it comparatively, we are we are in comparison with most developed countries because our clear up rate right now is 37%. For instance, for murder, we are somewhere in our 80s, 80 persons who we charge and place before the court for particular offenses. So I was looking at some comparative figures with even developed countries, and our clear up rate is